announce my return to Res Life as an RA. I would now like to open the floor for questions.
Brian,
Right in front.
Brian, I'd like to ask you, what would you say is the most important role of your position and why?
The most important role of being an RA, I would like to say, is being a leader, and that involves being someone both your peers and your coworkers feel comfortable going to, and also dealing with difficult tasks on an everyday basis. You want to be there for everyone and help them deal with their problems as well as resolve any problems that are on the floor.
Great answer. Great answer. Great guy.
Brian.
Next question.
What is something you learned about yourself this year from being in your current position? You personally see so many growth.
Something I've learned about myself this year is that I always need to carry myself with confidence on an everyday basis, as far as helping residents, again, with their problems, or just possibly with my own. It can be overwhelming at times with schoolwork and as well as being an RA, but it's important that I carry myself with confidence so that not only my peers can see it, but also my coworkers. As far as learning to grow, I would say time management. It can be hectic at times as an RA with the scheduling and programming, but it's important that you have confidence, as I said before, so that you believe that you can succeed in what you're doing.
Thank you.
Next question.
Sir.
In the front.
How do you explain documenting the girl who called you an overrated RA for being overrated at life?
No comment. Next question. In the back.
Brian, describe your biggest success and challenge this year.
As I said before, my biggest success and challenge this year was becoming an RA as a first-year RA. It was difficult learning to both manage schoolwork and program ideas and events. But for the most part, I would say my biggest success came when I made the Dean's List for the first time in my academic career, while also balancing schoolwork and running the rugby team with that. It was just an awesome achievement, something I'm proud of. My biggest challenge came when I was trying to build a relationship with all of my residents. I realized that in the beginning that they weren't going to open up to me automatically, and that it would take time to build that relationship and visit their room every day, and just the simple things is making small talk. And as I would go on and build that relationship more and more, they would start to warm up to me and be the person that they can go to when they need the help. It was really the biggest challenge I faced, but it was also the biggest success. In the end, it was definitely worth it and worth enduring to build those relationships. Next question.
I got one.
Go ahead.
How would you help others on your floor to be tolerant of one another's differences?
The best way that we can be tolerant of one another's differences is easily just by reminding ourselves that we're all human. It could be as simple as telling someone, you may have one difference between each other, but you may have 10 similarities and things you have in common. So you just have to learn not to judge a book by its cover and actually get to know that person before you say, hey, we don't get along, or this isn't going to work out with them living on my floor. We can all live harmoniously while respecting each other's boundaries. Next question.
What motivates you to come back for another year?
I would definitely say that it is Res Life and the Res Life family, but also the residents and just the interactions of building new relationships with each of them. It's really rewarding to get to know everyone on a personal basis and have them as friends for the rest of my academic career. But really, there's a million things that you can say about Res Life. It's just being a part of the family and them being there for you whenever you need it, and also you having their back when you're dealing with difficult tasks, and just an overall amazing experience of having them as friends and also co-workers. I would now like to close the floor to any other questions, and thank you again.
Did you realize that you Yes, I did. So I packed it up.